Javad Shadzi. I'm the CEO and founder of 034Motorsport. We're a company that designs, engineers, and tunes Volkswagen, Audi, and BMW vehicles to optimize and make the driving experience more fun. In 2017, we acquired a B9 S4 for product development purposes in order to create a whole line of hardware and software products to improve these vehicles' performance. And just about a year ago, we began working on our B9 S4 tuning program. On TT A10 with our blended ethanol file, we're seeing over 700 crank horsepower and over 600 foot-pounds of torque. Unbelievable power for basically bolt-ons, making it one of the fastest cars in the world. We were able to extract so much power from the stock turbo using our factory ECU calibrations that we've been able to set world record quarter-mile times and keep them for quite a while. And we were able to achieve these world record acceleration times all while keeping factory drivability and reliability. Whenever we create a new ECU file or a new product, we want to go out and test it. And when it comes to tuning and calibrations, what we found and what we find our customers love to see are fast quarter-mile acceleration times. So part of our lead up to releasing our TT A10 tuning was to rent a drag strip at Sacramento Raceway in Sacramento and go take our car, and our goal was to run something in the 9-second range to not only prove the power, the capabilities of our tuning and of our products, but also to show the reliability and consistency of our products as well. So our goal was to go to the racetrack and do a 9.9 second quarter-mile run on our first run if possible. Even up to the night before, we were out testing and tuning the car on our dyno and some street testing as well to ensure that the tuning calibration was going to be ready to go once we hit the drag strip. So it's Tuesday night, our drag day is Thursday, and I get a text from Nate, our director of engineering, asking how I'm doing. I've learned over the years that that's not usually a good sign, and so I texted him back like, what the hell's going on? He lets me know that one of our calibrators was out with the B9 S4 and that something has happened and the car is currently right now on fire on the side of the road. Obviously, very concerning, upsetting news. Certainly nothing you ever want to hear, and it's actually the first time I've ever heard anything like that since I started 034 Motorsport, since the early 2000s. It appeared that 2 nights before this really important day, something catastrophic has happened and our car is now on fire. Despite the fire department showing up very quickly and extinguishing the fire, it was pretty clear that the car was definitely not going to be in any drivable condition anytime soon, and that the car is probably totaled. In that initial moment, the thoughts are that this isn't going to happen. This is done, and we're not sure what we're going to do now. While we were inspecting the aftermath, we did note that oil was all over the engine compartments. The parts that didn't burn was still there. There was even oil that had come outside of the car and gone on the fenders. And we even found the oil cap sitting underneath the turbocharger as it came flying off and landed there. And that's what started the fire. This oil cap loosening issue is something that we have observed. We've even heard about it from some of our customers. This is actually a product that we'll be looking into making, a product where the oil cap can't loosen or ever fall off. And it can only be installed and has a positive engagement once it's tight. It's not normally how we like to do product development, but we're here to solve problems, and if we can prevent this from happening to someone else, then that's what our products are ultimately for. So we went online and started looking at some local B9 S4s, and this kind of idea started being created of, could we just go today, buy a car, spend the night building it, and be on the track 24 hours later, and still pull this off, still do it. And slowly this kind of inspiration of what we could do despite the circumstances really started to take hold in the team, and excitement started to generate about, we could actually do this, and it would be freaking badass if we could pull it off. We quickly moved to go buy the car, and I think by 3 p.m. on Wednesday, the car was here. The dealership actually drove the car here. I signed all the paperwork. We drove the car around to the back of the building, and by 4 p.m., parts were being ripped off this perfectly nice stock S4 on its way to being turned into a 750 plus horsepower quarter-mile beast. The first step was to start pulling some of the parts off the old car that we would need for the new car. Not everything was going to come off of our shelves. Not everything was going to come out of our inventory. And there was still a lot of really good parts on the old car. We didn't need to replace all the parts. For me, this is an exciting moment to realize that we have all the products to do this. We're not putting anything into the car that really anyone can't buy or buy from us. Within a very short time, with essentially a bunch of friends, we are transforming this car with off-the-shelf products available to all of our customers to build this car that can very well do 9 seconds, certainly deep into the 10-second quarter-mile range. Over the years, a lot of bad things have happened to me. I've learned that these bad things do not define me, or they do not define the path forward. And so for me, I have learned to have this type of optimism and opportunism, that no matter what bad thing happens, that there's always a path forward that's better than what it feels like and what it seems like in that moment. So with this renewed optimism and opportunism to create a great outcome, I think it really energized the team, and everyone quickly pivoted from wondering why this bad thing happened to how anyone and everyone could be a part of making this incredible opportunity come to life. It was fun to see the energy. This wasn't really something we planned out. You can't really plan something like this. It was literally spontaneous from moment to moment. And it was thrilling to see staff from marketing, from tuning and calibration, from our shipping department, from our sales and customer service department, our service departments, all jumping in to help however they could, with the team working with a type of optimism and urgency that really, I think, brought everyone together in that moment. So within 6 hours of this new B9 S4 arriving at our facility, at 9 p.m., the TTE 810 turbo is bolted on and in place. So we have two goals for the drag strip this day. One is to get the car going down the drag strip reliably. And the second goal is to run something in the 9.9 second range, but the faster we can run, the better. The goal here is to show that the car is fast, that it's reliable, and that anyone can take an S4 and then within 12 hours build something that can go that fast. So around midnight, the team continued to button up the car and make all the necessary preparations to get the car onto the dyno so we could test it, verify the file, and make sure that the car was in good running condition. At about 2 in the morning, after a number of dyno pulls and some adjustments to the prototype ECU file, the car put down over 600 wheel, and the car was ready to head home, put some road miles on it, and get ready to have it at the racetrack by 8 a.m. We also put a lightweight bracing type battery in the car, with the intention of saving maybe 50 pounds or so. But we ended up having a problem with this battery, and so the first run that we did, we were getting low voltage issues and the car was not happy. When the car receives low voltage, then so much of it is controlled electronically, the car starts throwing errors and goes into limp mode. And for example, the steering is electronic. So if there's a problem with the electronics, the car doesn't want you driving around. So this unfortunately caused us a bunch of delays in the morning, and we really didn't get any clean runs in the S4 before noon. So unfortunately by now it's 2 o'clock, the car's finally running well with a battery with the correct voltage level. We have the track till 3, so we have less than an hour now to do all of what we wanted to leading up, and it's go time. By 2 p.m. it's the hottest it's been all day, so the times aren't quite as fast as they would have been in the morning, but we go out and we immediately run a 10.3 on our first run. So this is very exciting, very encouraging. Even if we leave the track now, a 10.3's, it's not shabby. It's definitely not as fast as the car could be, but we've accomplished something. We built a 10.3 second S4 in 12 hours, and within 23 hours, we've run a 10.3. We still have more time, so we go back out and we make some tweaks to the car, to the setup. We're refining the launch. We keep dropping times. We keep going faster. We drop from a 10.3 and we're now at a 10.1, and it's like 2:50 and we have like 10 minutes left to do our last run. We come back in, cool the car down, and go out and do our last run. Then we run a 10.0 at 140 miles an hour at 3:01 p.m., which is exactly 24 hours after the car pulled into our shop. Everyone's thrilled. We ran a 10.0. We're at 140 miles an hour, which is tied with the fastest any D9 S4 has ever run. All the hard work has paid off. We would have loved to hit a 9.9. In practice, we're 3/100ths of a second away from that. And we're confident that the next time we take the car back to the strip very soon, that we will hit that. Overall, it was an incredible experience to go from kind of the incredible lows to the incredible highs. I think for us, it's a continued lesson that life is what you make it. Just because something bad happens doesn't mean that that's the end of the road, that that's the only result. This is the type of mentality we use every day, running this business, creating these products, serving our customers. And we just simply took that philosophy and applied it to a really kind of brutal real world situation where a car burned down and caught on fire. And we were able to take that and use it to create this incredible result. If the car had never caught on fire, we would have never done this. We would have taken our perfectly fine, car to the track, and we probably would have run something in the 9s with the car we had. And that would have been a great result. We would have never known what we could have done otherwise. But this bad situation really unlocked this incredible opportunity for us to do something great, for us to prove ourselves, prove our products, and to do something special. So it's a great result for us, and we're thrilled that we could be part of this experience.